I don't know how many of you have your Zoom meeting outfits where it's literally just the shirt and then you're still wearing your pajamas or your workout pants beneath, whatever. Business on the top, comfy on the bottom. That's my motto. Even Toby's doing it. He's running around naked today. Anyway, I wanted to talk to you guys today about the real estate market and what is happening. I haven't even had time to share with you because I have been so busy selling houses during COVID. Go figure, people want to move. That's interesting. I wonder why that is, since we all have to be at home. Anyway, so basically at the beginning of the year, we already started this year with basically nothing available on the market. So our active inventory was about 34% less than we had a year prior. Interest rates kind of dropped again at the beginning of the year. They were hovering around 4.5% end of last year and dropped to about 3.75. So that's a huge difference. And so people started looking at houses again. And the beginning of the year is usually slower. It was only slow for maybe a week or two and just boom, just went crazy. So, and that's just because interest rates dropped and there's not a lot on the market. So there's a lot of competition. So that's kind of beginning of the year. So that's how we already started. So we already started with that low inventory. And a spoiler alert, that's basically what has been happening the rest of this year. And, in all honesty, since the Great Recession, we've basically been in an inventory problem. And as you know, real estate is very supply and demand oriented. So of course that's going to determine what kind of market we're in, whether we're in a buyer's market, a seller's market, or whatnot. And that's also what helps dictate home values and whether they're going up or down. Boom! Everybody has to work at home. Those first 2 weeks were just so uncertain. We all had no idea what was going on, but we had to stay home. And a lot of sellers decided to take their homes off the market or put it in hold, do not show status, which just meant it's still on the market, but they just don't want to show it right now. We don't want COVID kind of thing. So yeah, so that's what ended up happening. And the buyer demand kind of dropped a little bit too. I think people were just kind of hesitant to go out and look at homes, but at the end of the day, there were still deals happening, just wasn't as plentiful as it had been. So with that being said, the demand dropped quite a bit, but then again, so did the inventory. It was about the same, so about a 34% drop in demand, and then... Sorry about that terrible explanation, but basically supply and demand fell at about the same rate, which left us still with that huge inventory problem. So, maybe a week later, a couple weeks later, real estate was deemed essential. I am essential. And from there, things started to kind of slowly pick up. And then about mid-April, we saw a little bit more homes on the market, and we definitely saw a rise in demand for buyers. So I think at this point, we're all thinking, well, if I have to be at home, I might as well be in a home that I'm comfortable in, maybe a home that has a yard, maybe an extra bedroom, maybe not in such a busy area, maybe less populated, whatever the reason, people wanted to buy and some people wanted to sell. So what ended up happening during this time is interest rates were just continuing to drop. And when that happens, it makes buying a home more affordable, which is great. That's all what we want to do, right? The dream of home ownership, we all want that. Once we got to about late May, that's when we saw crazy buyer demand. So remember, our inventory is not really changing, maybe about an extra 5% of homes every couple weeks, maybe or less. So buyer demand jumped up from April to May about 38%. That's huge. So what that means is everybody's looking for a home and there's not much on the market. So what does that mean? As a buyer, that means you're going to have to expect the good properties that are priced right, that are looking nice, maybe the ones that don't need any work done. Those are the ones that you're consistently seeing multiple offers and getting bid over asking price. That's totally common in this market. So of course, that's because of the lack of inventory. For sellers, it's great. I mean, we're definitely in a hot seller's market. So if you're looking to maybe sell your home and sell contingent to where you want to find your next home, you have a little bit more leeway. You really can choose the right buyer for you in your situation. So you do have a lot of extra added bonuses as a seller. So it's kind of an amazing time to sell. And for buyers, it's great to buy because of these interest rates. You're saving so much money with these low rates. And June, July, girlfriend, oh my gosh, interest rates just went down, down, down. I mean, we're what, like under 3%? I mean, look at this chart. It's amazing. So it's making buying a home so much more affordable, even though values are going up. And you know, at the end of the day, we don't really see this market changing until a bunch of people start putting their homes on the market, which just hasn't happened. So basically at this point, our real estate market is hotter than it was last year. Well, especially last year. But it's one of the hottest markets since 2013. And in 2013, we saw so much appreciation here in Orange County. It's about 30%. In conclusion, COVID really isn't affecting the real estate market right now. Of course, we are doing whatever we can to stay safe. Of course, we are wearing masks and gloves and putting hand sanitizer and booties and all that good stuff. So we're definitely doing whatever we can. And me personally, I'm doing a lot of virtual meetings, which I love. But anyway, if you have any questions about what's going on in the market, if you want to know how much you qualify for in a home, hit me up. Send me a text, DM me, however you want to get a hold of me. I'm easy to get a hold of. Obviously, my phone is glued to me. But I hope this answered all your questions about what's going on in the market. And if you have other questions, maybe I can share with, some other viewers. So let me know what y'all want to see, and I'll bring you the video. Bye-bye. You still smell.